Hi everyone, welcome back, and if you're new here, my name's Tiffany. Today I've got an updated what's on my iPad video. So what I have on my iPad has changed quite a bit, just being in quarantine and just having it for a bit longer in general. So we'll get right into it. So if you haven't seen, I've got the iPad Air, the rose gold coloured one, and it's 64 gig memory, and then I've got the Apple Pencil. And this is the first generation one, so it is the only kind of Apple Pencil you can use with this iPad. And the accessories I've got, if you've seen my previous videos, I don't currently have the flappy case anymore because I'm not going outside, so it doesn't need the extra protection. But I do have this accessory on my Apple Pencil so that I don't lose this lid on top here. So we'll get right into it. My wallpaper is a Black Lives Matter poster that I made. I do really think it is important to educate yourself during this time, and so I will have some links in the bio of good places you can research or places you can donate, because I think we are going through a really significant time right now. But yeah, I made this poster on Procreate. I'll be talking a bit more about drawing apps in a moment, and we'll get right into it. So on the side here is sort of the things that Apple just left on here. So news, I mean, I haven't changed much of anything here other than adding my Apple Pencil battery life. So because the Apple Pencil doesn't show you how much it is charged unless you like plug it in or something, I did add it on here, that way I can see that, because it was pretty annoying when it would die while I was working and wouldn't know how much it was charged. That is pretty handy. And then this page is pretty much a lot of the things I already put here as standard. So messages, I really do wish I could get rid of, but they don't let you delete that app. Because I do have a MacBook and an iPhone, I really do find having my iMessage everywhere just a bit annoying and distracting. So yeah, I really do wish I could delete this. It's not signed in at the moment, but it still shows that the notifications there, which bugs me. But anyway, FaceTime I quite like having on here. The camera is a lot better quality. And then photos, if you do sync your photos, you can have your photos from all your devices show up here. Then calendar, clock, camera, reminders, so these are all just standard things. Then next is like the business. I don't know why it's called business, it's just things that I've thrown in here. But yeah, voice memos and measurement apps, which are some handy things. Then the notes app, I really do love Apple's notes app. So they do have like lots of different type of pens or pencils which you can draw with, which are really good for note taking, and it's really like quite responsive as well. So I do like the quality of it. And they have highlighters and like lots of different colors as well. So yeah, I do really find this handy. And even the eraser, you can either like erase whole things or change it just to erase like pixels. So yeah, it's a really handy one for note taking, and like having this being able to sync with my MacBook and my iPhone is really handy. So if I take a note on here, I can have it everywhere. So I do like that. And then BBC weather app, because no weather app comes with the iPad, so I did have to add this on myself. And as you can see in London, it is quite rainy at the moment. And then I've got contacts, maps, find my device, so all sort of things that are standard. App Store as well. iBooks is another good one. I've been using a bit more recently because a lot of books that I want are sold out on Amazon. So I'm currently reading this, which is quite good if you are looking to educate yourself during this time. And they always do have like good suggestions for you as well. And then podcasts, news, settings, photo booth and files. So all pretty standard things. Files I do like for when I'm drawing and stuff to save things there. But yeah, all pretty standard things. And then next is my sort of businessy sort of section, so not as many leisure apps here. So first is mail. So I do quite like the Apple Mail app. I do find it easier to manage than Gmail. So I do have a few Gmail accounts, so that's why I do have that app there as well. But having the Mail app just makes things easier to manage, I find, and it's easier to navigate than the Gmail app because I'm not that used to that one. And then I do have another notebook app, so because sometimes I don't need my notes to be syncing everywhere and on all my devices, so this is just like a good app to just to scribble and jot things down that I don't need to have everywhere. And again, this has like quite a few different settings and devices and colors, so yeah, I do quite like this app. And then Amazon Alexa to connect to my Amazon Alexa. And then Shopify for my business, the Bible app where you can actually read the entire Bible, PayPal like money management. AstroPad is one of those ones where I don't know if I should invest in it yet. So as you know, there's AstroPad Studio where you can pay monthly, or the regular AstroPad where you just do a one-off payment. But I'm still trying to decide which one to invest into and seeing which one will be best for me. So I've got that there just in case, but I haven't actually got the app yet. Then the Rightmove app, because I love just looking at houses all day. Like, it's one of my favorite things to do when I'm bored. You would see this in my 50 things to do when you're bored video as well. So yeah, I do really love just looking at expensive houses. And then productivity, so that's just more things for work, so OneNote, Outlook and Word, so just work things. Then Typorama, which is a really good app if you're looking to do like social media posts or anything. This has got really like great stock images, and there's lots of free things as well if you're not looking to invest in it. So yeah, it is really handy if you create lots of social media posts or blog posts. And then Spark Page and Spark Video, that's more like Adobe stuff. So those, I'm not sure how much they cost because I do have an Adobe membership. So I do believe there are some things that are free on there, but those are really good if you're creating like blog posts or videos or for social media or anything. These are really good. There's another one that I'll show a bit later as well. And then Calculator Pro, so I've got 2 calculator apps because I'm trying to decide which one I prefer at the moment. So this was the original one that I had here, but then sometimes it does like full screen ads where you have to like wait for the timer before you can X out of it, and that's a bit annoying when I'm in a rush at work. So that's why I'm trying a different one now, because no calculator app comes with an iPad and I really don't know why. It's really annoying, but yeah, so I'm trying those ones out to see. And then Pocket is a really cool app. So on Pocket you can save tabs from not social media, you can save tabs from the internet and like things that you want to read and come back and read later. So I really do love like reading things on Wikipedia and just like learning about stuff. So instead of having a million tabs open on my Safari, I'll save them to Pocket, and then these you can read offline as well. So yeah, I do quite like this app. And then Adobe Premiere Pro Rush. It's another like Premiere Pro version, but for your device or your phone or your iPad. I haven't tried this yet, but I am looking to play around more with editing things that I can just do on my iPad, so I'm going to give that a try soon. And then eBay, and then PayPal Business, because I do have an eBay store. And then onto the next page. This is more like the fun things, I guess, here, and like social things. So YouTube, if you haven't already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm so excited. I just hit 1,000 subscribers last week, so thank you so much if you have subscribed to me, and if you haven't, please subscribe so you can see more of my videos. And then I've got Adobe Spark Posts, so this is what I was talking about, where they have lots of really good templates for you to use for social media and blog posts, where you can, as it says, remix these posts to create your own. So you can like put your own pictures, change the colors and stuff, but it does have really good backgrounds and things. So yeah, I really do like this app. And then Amazon for shopping, of course, I love Prime. And then Instagram, if you haven't already, also check out my Instagram. It's the same as my YouTube at Tifafo. And then Twitter and YouTube Studio. YouTube Studio I do really like. If you are a YouTuber, I do recommend getting this. You can keep track of your videos, how they're doing and stuff. So yeah, this is a really good app. And then Groupon, again for shopping. Lightroom I use to edit photos and edit the brightness and things and contrast, all sorts. So Lightroom I like, and again this I use with my Adobe memberships. I'm not sure how it works. If you don't have one of those, you may have to pay for things. And Adobe Fresco, so I do really love this app. So Adobe Fresco is a mix of like the 2 previous Adobe drawing apps. I think Adobe Draw, and another one, I can't remember what it was called now, where you could draw in vectors or pixels. I was doing an example earlier of the different kinds of brushes, but yeah. So with this, what I really love about this app is the watercolor brushes. Like, it's literally as if you are oh, doesn't want to respond now, but it's literally as if you are using watercolors. So yeah, I really do like this app, and like the way the brushes move, like it's literally like you're actually painting on paper. Like, I find it so unreal. And you can either set a page that way it doesn't blend, or you can do all sorts. Like, it really is a really fun way to create. So I do love that app. And you have like either those kind of brushes, or like charcoaly, pencil-y brushes, or like just good old-fashioned pixel brush, vector brushes, sorry. So yeah, this is a really good one if you are looking like to create. I do really love like just making designs. I've ruined that with all my scribbles, but yeah, I do really love just creating designs and playing around with these watercolor brushes, especially in general. Like, I just love the textures it creates and like the shadows and everything with the watercolor brushes. So yeah, if you are interested in art, check that out. And then another drawing app I use is Procreate. So this I really love. I use it to edit thumbnails at the moment, so you may see this thumbnail of this video. So I use this and Canva and all sorts to edit my thumbnails at the moment, but this I do really love, and that's what I use to do my Black Lives Matter wallpaper as well. So yeah, this app does cost £10, so yeah, you do have to invest in it, but it is a really good investment. A lot of the times I export my things into Photoshop as well, so I can work on it on my computer, so I do quite like that. And then Duolingo, which is good for language learning. If you do want to like learn fluently, you do need a lot more than Duolingo, but you can learn like everyday keywords and stuff with this app. And then entertainment, which I'm not using as much at the moment because I'm at home all the time, so if I do want to watch something, it will just be on my TV. So I've got BBC, ITV, Netflix and Sky Go. And then fashion, so these are like all the places I like to shop on. I haven't even actually shopped on Nasty Girl before, but I just throw all the apps here that I may want to look for clothes on. And yeah, Shein, I'm loving at the moment. They've got so many cute things. I can't wait till my stuff arrives. But yeah, so these are all the like the shops that I sort of like. Missguided is definitely my go-to for clothes shopping. And then AliExpress, you can do all sorts of, you can get anything on AliExpress. There's all sorts of shopping you can do there. 21 Buttons is a really cool app for like selling, not selling, but like listing items you've already bought. So if you want to check out like my sort of style, you can check me out on 21 Buttons, and you basically list like the link of the things that you've bought and that what you're wearing, and if someone buys it for your link, you get paid. So it is a really cool app to like make money off of things that you already own. So I do really like this. And then Urban Outfitters, that I do shop on there a lot, so that's why it's outside of the fashion folder, because I just go on there a lot more. It's just easy to have it out and handy. Then there's Fonto, which is really good for creating thumbnails. You've got so many varieties of text, and it is free as well, and so many different styles of fonts. And then Storylux is another really cool one for creating Instagram stories. So they give you like lots of cool templates. The ones that are locked are you have to pay for, but there's lots of cool free ones where you can add the pictures and upload it to your Instagram story and create a really cool aesthetic. So yeah, I do really like that. Then Pinterest, of course, like everybody knows Pinterest for inspiration and all sorts. Like I've got so many different boards, I can actually scroll on here all day. And then Canva, which is another really cool one for creating thumbnails. So that's where I got all the like the little icons and stuff for my thumbnail. It's a really cool app, and it is free. And then, ooh, that was quick, already on the final section. So the final section is just the dump. So these are all the apps that I've thrown here that I'm probably going to delete because I don't use, but they're just like the ones that Apple put on there as standard that I just leave there in the dump. And then 4 in a Row, which is a game my mum really loves, so that's why that's on there. I just leave that there if she wants to play on my iPad. And then on the bottom here, that's the recent apps you've used, so the 3 on there. And the ones on here, so there's Apple Music. I don't really use that as much, but I do have the family membership, so that's why that's there. And then Spotify, that's what I use for like my day-to-day listening. Safari to browse the internet. I haven't felt the need to like download any other like browser. Safari does fine for just me. And then what's this called again? GoodNotes. Lost my train of thought then. GoodNotes is a really good app for note taking and stuff. You can create different folders and different notebooks. So yeah, digital note taking is definitely like my favourite thing of having my iPad. But yeah, that is everything that's on my iPad. Oh, I thought I'd mention as well my background wallpaper. This is like an ice cream print. That was like a summer print of ice creams, ice lollies and watermelon that I created on Procreate. So yeah, you can create all sorts of designs on Procreate. But yes, that is everything. So thank you so much for watching. I really do hope you did enjoy this video, and if you do want to see more from me, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll hopefully see you in the next one. Thanks so much. Bye.